This segment is sponsored by Welcome Home Financial Partners.
Fail to prepare, and you should be prepared to fail. It's one of the worst times that it could happen during your retirement. So how do you make sure that retirement is prepared for everything? Joining us now, Ralph and Tim Short, the father-son team with Welcome Home Financial Partners. It's a Richmond area firm focused on preparing people for a successful retirement. It's great to see you guys.
Good to be back.
We're talking today about the last paycheck. And Ralph, how is it and why is it so important to start thinking about recreating a paycheck during retirement?
Well, let me ask you a question. When you are working, you're working for that paycheck to do what? Just to pay your bills. All right. Are you going to stop having bills when you retire? No. So how are you going to pay those bills? How are you going to do the things that you wanted to do in retirement? All those dreams, all those bucket list things, visiting your grandkids. Last time I checked, it still takes money to do all those things. So now you've got to figure out where your income's coming from. Create that last paycheck, because all those things are still going to affect you.
We want to wave that magic wand and make those things go away, but that's not how it works. When we worked, we received raises. We got a paycheck that continued, hopefully, to grow over time. So, Tim, how do you combat that?
Well, one thing is you got Social Security. Most people know about Social Security. You got cost of living adjustments. So that's one side, right? Some people have pensions. A lot of people don't anymore. That's the biggest thing when it comes to creating your own paycheck, is you've got to supplement that Social Security income. Social Security is more than likely not going to be enough to cover your expenses and do the things that you want to do. You don't want to retire from life. You want to retire from your employer. You still want to live your retirement dreams, do the things that you want to do. You've got to keep up with inflation. Inflation's all over the news now, and we all understand the concept of it, but it really hits hard when you go to the grocery store, when you go purchase a car, when you go apply for that mortgage. We've got to make sure that your income in retirement is at least keeping pace with inflation.
Ralph, is it a change of perspective for clients who are working with you to have that Social Security be viewed as a supplement as opposed to the main source?
Yeah, I think a lot of people have been told all over working lives is that's what we're going to do. It was not designed to do that. It was designed to supplement your investments, your savings, things like that. It's your responsibility to maintain your paycheck that you were just talking about during your retirement years, because nobody else is going to do that for you. So understand your saving during your working years will allow you to live the life that you want to, like Tim was talking about.
And what happens when Social Security changes? You know, they're talking about right now, 2034, there's going to be changes in Social Security. And of course, we have no control over that, and we don't know what those changes are going to look like. But you've got to make sure that if that change does happen, whatever that change may be, that your assets and your income is going to be there to combat that.
The one thing we do know is it probably won't be a full tilt, we'll take care of everything adjustment.
It's probably not going to be favorable for us, that's for sure.
Yeah. Tim, when you're looking at that and you're considering bills and the things that do demand your money, taxes are a big part of that too. Why is tax planning so critical in this strategy?
Well, taxes are the first thing that's overlooked, because what we've come up with is that when people are working, taxes are automatically taken out of their paycheck, right? So we don't think of it, we don't talk about it, because it's automatically taken out, right? So when we develop this income plan for them, you've got to make sure that that is in your mind, because if tax rates increase, which we think they're going to, and you've got a fixed income, let's say of $4,000, you're in a 20% tax bracket, but now Uncle Sam has his hands out and say, hey, instead of 20%, we're looking at 40%, your $4,000 is not going to be $4,000 anymore. If we've got inflation and increasing tax rates, your $4,000 is not going to be what it used to be. Your expenses aren't going to change. So you've got to make sure that you've got proper planning for it.
One thing, too, I'll add to that is just so you'll know, in retirement, you still have to pay taxes. There's a lot of misconceptions out there, but it's your income, not your age, that dictates what your taxes are going to be.
That's a great, great point. Tim, you invite folks to come in and learn and work with you one-on-one to create a personalized strategy.
Yes, we do. So for the first 5 callers who have saved $250,000 or more for retirement, we'd personally like to invite them into the office. Ralph and myself will sit down with them one-on-one and create that income plan for them. And Jessica would do this on a complimentary basis.
We're going to share a little information. Thank you both so much for being back with us.
Thank you.
Really appreciate it. If you'd like to learn more about protecting those retirement savings, Welcome Home Financial Partners has that great offer for you. For the first 5 callers with a portfolio of $250,000 or greater, they're offering a complimentary retirement plan personalized for you. This allows Ralph and Tim to sit down with you and provide that roadmap, analyzing where you are right now and discussing those best steps to really get ready for a successful retirement. Call the number now, 804-729-0112. Again, 804-729-0112. Virginia This Morning returns right after this quick break.